Today we're going to make a body lotion. Now when you begin to think about your carriers of what you're going to use to help transport the essential oils to the body lotion is one of the easiest, and it's light on the body and you can use it all over. And you can also consider it not just for its aromatic purpose, but also for its therapeutic properties. So when you're choosing your oils, you may want to first consider, what is the purpose of this lotion? Is this simply just to moisturize the skin, or is it going to also deliver some healing properties for maybe something like pain or muscular aches? So that's what we're going to try today. In this exercise, I'm going to be making a pain reliever blend. Now again, we want to just take a look at what we have here in front of us. We want to make sure we have all of our supplies before we start. We look at, we have our glass bowl for putting our essential oils in. We're going to do our blending here. Have a pipette for some of the oils if they're thick and we want to add them drop by drop with a pipette. I have the funnel here. I'm not sure I'm going to use that today, but we have some options. We can actually use this size bottle for our body lotion, and you can use a pre-made lotion base that's unscented if you want to purchase it that way, or you can make your own. Now I have some pre-made in this size bottle, but I also have a tub that I'm thinking about using because I think it's a little bit easier sometimes to use a tub for your lotion. It's just easier to blend in. Now we're going to also be using our perfume strips again. So as we're determining the purpose of our blend, that's when we're going to decide which oils are the best for delivering that, and we're going to be using these to determine that. And then we have our coffee beans again. We want to make sure that, you know, when we're smelling all these different oils, we want to just have these to pass under the nostrils to clear our palate. And then I also have the lotion base in this size. This is something that would be in your supply kit if you purchased it. And this is lotion already ready to go, and you could just add your oils to this, or you could use it in a smaller container like this. Now for pain relief, I went to the Therapeutic Blending with Essential Oil book, and I looked in the back at some of the common ailments and uses. And so I have decided I was going to go look through the book and choose the pain relief section, those oils that are beneficial for that. And so there's quite a few here listed, and I've gone ahead and made the choice of using eucalyptus, because that's such a wonderful oil for using for muscular aches and pains, and lavender, which is very soothing, calming, as well as has the similar properties that are very beneficial. And then frankincense, another one of my favorites. So we checked to make sure with these oils we would add a drop to each perfume strip, fan them together, make sure we like the scent, because that's important too. And then we can go ahead and blend our oils in our bowl. But let's see, I'm thinking of using the tub. So what I'm going to do is go ahead, and I could either squeeze it out of this bottle, or I could just go ahead and take it out of the tub and use this lotion here. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and try to get it into our little tub here. Just plop it in here and fill your little base up here. This is a great size to give to a client who maybe you just want to just make a very small amount for them to use for a couple days or a week when you do your case studies, and they'll have enough to use, and you'll get an idea of whether or not this is going to be a good combination for them. And they give you a little bit of feedback, and you'll know whether or not these are the best oils for that particular use. All right, so I'm going to put this aside for a second. Now I'm going to go ahead and use these oils. So let's go ahead and start with our base note, which is frankincense. And I'm going to add 3 drops. So I'm going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3. Oh, they came out too fast. All right, and lavender, which I'm going to be using about 4 to 6 drops. Okay, anything coming out here? There we go. And eucalyptus. Now this one is our top note, but eucalyptus is such a powerful oil with so many good properties in it. We really don't need to add as much. So this is something that you're going to just want to add, let's say start with 4 to 6. And let's see if we like it. So let's go ahead and get our stir rod, stir this up, and see if we like the scent. Pretty good. I might want to add just a couple more drops. Now, when you're adding these drops, you want to go back to your textbook, look up the dilution rates, and take into consideration the age of the person that you're making this blend for. In this case, this is a pain reliever lotion. So I'm thinking that they're going to only be using it on certain parts of the body. It's not going to be an all-over body cream, but it's going to be something they can use on a particular muscle, shoulder, or leg, somewhere. And we're going to take into consideration their age, their health conditions. So we need to ask a few questions, find out if they have high blood pressure or if there's any kind of contraindications that might be going on with their health, whether they're on medication and so on. So we want to make sure we check on that before we make a blend for anyone. Okay, so this particular dilution that we're doing here typically can be between a 1 to 3% dilution. Now I think in this case will probably be around a 2% dilution that we're going to use here. So we mix our essential oils in the glass bowl, and then we can go ahead and add them, add them to our lotion here. Okay, so I can just pour them right in. And I can use my stirring rod here to whip them up into your lotion. Okay. Now, if you were to use the body lotion bottle here instead, you would need to shake it up really good to get it mixed up good. Okay. So after we stir this up, now we're going to go ahead and just replace the cap. And we want to put a label on here and make sure that we carefully label it so we remember what it is for. And when we're making clients lotions and carriers and things like that, we want to be sure to give them directions on how to use it, how often they should use it. And so you're going to want to look up all this information in your book, Therapeutic Blending with Essential Oil, as well as your textbook. Now, don't forget, you want to take out your workbook and write down your recipes, because you want to make notes of how many drops of each oil you used and how did it work, was it good, and then you can always go back and tweak it a little bit to improve your recipe.